The basic idea is it's a piece about the senses. I wanted to work with an idea that was big but simple, something that's very physical, very human, a sort of big fundamental idea. So we played with the idea of looking at colours and how different colours might behave and how you might dance blue or green. And we looked at some other ideas, like the seasons possibly, but we came down, I came down in the end to the senses because it felt like a very immediate subject that was really tied into the body, and because it's a dance piece, that was what I was really interested in, finding a topic that made sense in dance, and that dance would be the best medium to work with.
Because we live in such a loud world really at the moment, that it was really good that we were seeing something that was focused on like watching very carefully and listening very carefully in another way. We've got so much feedback from the children. They absolutely loved it. We had a chat about it when we got back, and the number of things they'd remembered, you know, it really had gone in such a simple way as well. You know, it was very well presented.
We saw like acting but dancing. The dancing but the acting. My favourite bit was when the man chased the kid with the toilet bus.
The interesting thing actually all the way through was how focused the children were. Not on the big loud raucous bits. We sort of thought that would be okay, you know, everybody enjoys watching somebody being chased, that's, you know, a fairly surefire one, but subtle moments, moments of emotion between the dancers, you know, where they would have a little falling out and then a little reconciliation. There was a lovely moment where they were fighting over the lunchbox, and a little girl next to me said, "Why don't they just share?" I thought, that's a very good point, we should put that in the show. So the next show I gave the dancers a note and they changed it, and so at the end Rosa offered the lunchbox to Michael and they shared it. So it was really nice getting sort of emotional feedback from the children watching it, and yeah, the level of focus on some very small faces was really beautiful to watch actually.
He had to play the guitar. It was because it was like a bit. It was loud and a bit quiet, and like it was like playing this thing when he sits down and hits it on the. When we were on tin, we saw the lady moving about with a little whistle thing in her mouth, and then She started making action what we had to do, and then when we went in, we saw little footprints, and we had to follow them with the lady. It was a fun time there, and I don't want to go back to school. I want to still go there. It was fun.
Yeah, I don't think they were certainly not patronised at all. It was very much like street theatre to me. You know, it was where you've got to actually watch the whole thing to get the whole point of the thing. And they really did just take it all on board, you know, certain sort of little elements and how it all fitted together. They really enjoyed them, especially the dancing. As you said, it was very much contemporary dance.
Well, all four of us actually really invested in the project and wanted to be proud of it ourselves, and because it feels something like a bit of an ambassador for dance. Dance does itself no favours very often. We get very self-indulgent, very inward-looking, and you can't get away with that if your audience are 5. Yeah, I think we avoided, hopefully, the big buttons cliches by genuinely enjoying it ourselves.
I just think of something different nowadays to what children are used to seeing as well. I was just really, really pleased with their reaction to it. I think it's just because they're so used to seeing computer-generated images, cartoon images. It was just so nice to have a different media, really, for them to, you know, a different form of the arts, rather than, you know, on a television screen. It was brilliant.
I think we were hoping that the children would pick up on the 5 senses, you know, with that being our topic at the moment. So we were hoping for that. How it was portrayed, we couldn't foresee that because we didn't know what was going to happen. I was very lucky in that I actually went 3 times. I went with each class, and I could actually see the progression through the 3 days. It was brilliant. I think we were the very first school, I do believe, that they put the production on for, and they did modify as it went along. And I really liked that. You could see, you know, that they were learning from the children as well as the children learning from them. So I thought that was a really plus point. I liked everything, the visual when you walked in. We could have used that, it was amazing. I mean, you just looked at everything hanging from the ceiling. I think in particular, I think one of the magic moments was when they actually came out from underneath the blanket. Because the children didn't know what to expect. They were so still. And then when they first started to move, it was really, really good. That was a magic moment.